finally done working on all the jewelry, so I thought I would work on a fun little Halloween ornament. So I did a stacked sequin pumpkin using some purple and oranges, and then of course green for the stem, and I used purple for the loop. And then I always try to cover the knots with sequins, so I did that. And I did a mixture of purple, I did a mixture of green, and a mixture of oranges. I used this cookie cutter, and then I used this ink pad to stamp it onto the felt, and then I used my little scissors. I get these at Hobby Lobby. They're precision scissors, they're detail scissors. And I cut out my little pumpkin, and I do the front of it with the sequins, and I just use a beading needle, and I use beading thread, and I come up through the felt, put a sequin on, a bead on, and then go right back through it, leaving the seed bead. I don't go back through the seed bead. I do have tutorials under this video. There will be my classic, just my basic, not classic, but basic ornament tutorial, and then there's an edging tutorial. Now in this one I did a single bead edge. Usually I do my fancier edge, but I didn't want to take away from all the fun colors on the pumpkin, and adding that little bit of purple I thought really enhanced it. I got a little bit extra purple on one side, a little less on the other, but that's the fun thing about it. There's no right or wrong, just have fun with it. It's reflective, it's pretty, and it was a lot of fun to do. So I'm going to do a few more, at least one more Halloween one over this next week, and then I want to get back to doing the Christmas ones. But I'm going to do at least one more Halloween, maybe a couple, because I've still got about 10 days. And so I'm going to start on another one today. You can see on the back, you can really see that nice edge. And that's a lot of fun. And that's just real easy. Just as you stitch it together, you add a bead, come back up through the bead, and then go back around. It's very simple. I might do another edging tutorial eventually, but for now I do have my class. I don't know if I have the single beaded edging. If I don't, I will do one on that. I know I have my triangular edging video listed under here, as well as my ornament video and my stack sequin video. I love stacking the sequins, and that's where I take, and instead of just going through one sequin, I go through up to 4 or even 5 that I've stacked to give it a really neat effect. And sometimes I'll use things like these starbursts, or I've got flowers in here. I don't know if I have any more in the pile. I like to use this type of sequin. These little kind of flowery looking ones. Yeah, I have these different flowers and just all kinds of shapes, and I use some bugle beads, and then my seed beads, and then the green I had to use smaller. I had less of a pool to work with because I had a tiny little stem, and then I put an edge of seed beads at the top of the top of it because the sequins weren't quite big enough to cover it to the edge, but if I put another layer of sequins, it would have gone over the edge. So I just added a line of sequins on top, or seed beads on top, to extend that. But I just thought it'd be fun, kind of make it a more whimsical, magical looking Halloween pumpkin. And I thought I'd share it with you because I love purple for Halloween. Purple and orange with the green accent on the stem. So I'll be back again soon with another ornament video. But it's so easy because if you have a cookie cutter and you have an ink pad and you get yourself some felt or even fabric, you can very easily make all kinds of wonderful ornaments. Now, I have over 1,000 cookie cutters. I have five, I think it is, large boxes. Well, they're the medium-sized Home Depot boxes, which to me are large, full. And I have some videos listed recently showing my collection as I packed it to move. Now, they aren't unpacked yet, but they're where I can get to them. So I'm going to pull the Halloween bag out, I think, today. And then we can, have a selection. So I'm going to do a couple more Halloween ones, and then we'll do some autumn and fall as I work on the blue and white ornaments again. But I will be back in a couple days with yet another video. And the jewelry's done, so I've got about 5 more 5 more videos that I recorded with thumbnails I took of the tray to upload for you today that I'll schedule out over the first week or two of November. And then you'll also be getting some ornaments as well now. That jewelry, see over there? Those are all the bags. And then there's one box over there. I don't know if you can see it. There's a big box there of junk jewelry. And these are all either wearable jewelry or junk jewelry that I'm donating. And it's just a lot. And then over there's boxes of stuff that I've gone through as well. But that's all going to charity. It's wearable, but not fancy. It's like nice little things that they can sell for $2 to $5. And then a bunch of junk jewelry because they told me they wanted the junk jewelry as well. Do you like my chili chairs? We got these at a thrift store. The one we're donating to, in fact, many years ago. So those are my dining room chairs. We have chili chairs for our dining room chairs right now. This one, you can tell the kids used them for a while. We got new fabric to put on here. We just haven't done it. And I do have some more cookie cutters I recently bought when we were in Virginia. And I will do a video and share. And there might be some Halloween ones in those as well. Hey, ignore my jammies. I'm in my jammies today. It's a jammy type of day. But anyway, so this is what I've been up to. So I got this gorgeous tray set up. And I'm going to have fun making you some Halloween goodies to see if you find something you'd like to do. And if you're worried, well, how would I be able to stack? Hobby Lobby sells purple and orange. They sell this orange right here. And a metallic purple. I think it's probably, let's see if I can find this one. I think it's this one. That's 3 different sizes. You get 3 different sizes of this one and this one for $1 a package. Okay? And then I think they also have a metallic orange. I'm not sure. So, I mean, that just gives you 6 to alternate with right there. And then I go to Cartwright Sequins, which I am not affiliated with. They don't give discounts. They don't give me money to say I'm just a heavy user. Now, I'm not spending much on them right now because I've really got to use what I have. But occasionally I'll get on there. And when I do, I usually buy between $20 and $100, honestly. But I get a lot of these fancy ones are there, and all the different shimmery finishes. And then I got like these fun Halloween ones. That's a one they have. I think that's upside down. They have one that has a ghost and a bat. I punched the hole in that. And there's a bat in here somewhere as well. And I got these, there's a purple flower. I got these at Cartwright's. So if you love sequins and you want a place to buy some fabulous sequins, Cartwright's, I think it's with a C, it's like C Cartwright's, I don't know why, .com. I don't have any affiliation with them. I wish they gave discounts. I wish they would sponsor me, but for one, I'm not big enough to be sponsored, and they don't need to. I'm telling you, they are the be-all for sequins. If you love sequins, it blows your mind, the ones they have. Most of these, other than a few I got at Hobby Lobby and some vintage ones, are all from there. They've got these beautiful, different, I don't know if you can see some of the finishes here. So if you want to do sequins, they're about $1.50 to $1.75 for a bag, and depends on what the size is, how many you get. But if you want your mind blown, when I found them back in like 2009, I couldn't believe it because I could only get the ones they had at Hobby Lobby, which at one time they had a lot more selection. And when they cleared them out, man, I bought everything for $0.25, 50 cents. That was different, not every one, but one of every one, and a couple of the ones I really loved. When they had more of this type of stuff, like little animals and flowers and stuff like that. Now, they still have snowflakes and flowers and a few things like that at Hobby Lobby. So you can still buy quite a few for $1 a package. And you can buy huge. In fact, one day I want to buy one just to show you. Amazon. You can get on Amazon and get a big container like the ones I have with the divided sections for dirt cheap with all different colors. Now, I don't know if they're different sizes. If somebody knows, put that in the comments, would you? But if you don't want to spend as much, like $1.50 to $1.75 a bag, Amazon has some amazing deals. I think on seed beads as well, because I do use the seed beads. And I get these wherever, a lot of these come from, like, these are just Hobby Lobby. My favorite seed beads are Hobby Lobby, and I wait till they go on 50% off. Now this is an older tube, it's $4. I think they're $4.50 or $5. So you get them for half price, and I have rarely been in there when they're not on sale. But I'd say at least half the time, at the very least 1 week a month. And that's when you stock up on the colors that you want. And they've got tons of them. This is the little tube, and then they have a giant tube that's not much more money, like maybe $1 more, because they're not the perfect quality these are. These are very uniform, but they're still good. They're a slightly larger seed bead, but perfectly usable for ornaments. And you get a huge tube. I mean, many times this tube for on half price, maybe $1 more than this tube. I'm serious. It's a lot of seed beads. So, but you want to get 11.0 or 12.0. And these are 11.0 and those are 12.0. Any bigger than that, and they won't work for the ornaments. You can go smaller, but that'd be too small. So if you stay 11.0, which is 11/0, and I'll show you where it says that on here. Let's see. 11.0, see right there? Or it'll say 12/0. If you get either of those, you're perfect. That's exactly what you need. But I'll be back again soon, and I'm excited to be making ornaments again. And I hope you've been enjoying me going through my jewelry. I didn't record the last of it because it was getting too tedious. But I do have, like I said, between 4 and 6, I think it's around 5 though, more videos to upload. And they have better thumbnails because I actually took the thumbnail instead of pulling it off the video. So I'm going to get those uploaded and scheduled today. And then I'm going to be working on my next project today. So I'll be back soon. And it's great to be creating again. As somebody, my friend Colleen actually noticed, I've got a lot brighter area to work. I'm sitting right outside a window. Right by a big bright window. So, and it's a big window and it lets all this light in. And then I've got the kitchen light on behind me and then my ceiling fan above me. And then this window gives me so much light. So it makes it much easier to record and show you all the pretty colors. So anyway, I'll be back soon. Bye.